Hi, Darwin Geraldus here, and this video is for a discussion post for PTA 210 L, that's a kinesiology lab. So for week one, we discussed a lot of things pertaining to the anatomical position. Um, we also learned the different planes and axes. Three planes being the transverse, frontal, and sagittal planes. The sagittal plane is a plane that divides the body into the left and right. So if you're gonna cut the body, it's gonna cut through right here. The frontal plane would divide the body into the anterior and posterior side. And the transverse is basically cutting the body horizontally. So you'll end up with a superior and posterior portion of the body. Aside from that, we also learned different motions like flexion, which is what I'm doing right now. I'm flexing my elbow, and then abduction, and then adduction, ulnar deviation. So this will be like a radial deviation, and then this will be an ulnar deviation, and a whole bunch of stuff. But what I have chosen to demonstrate for this video post for the discussion is about palpation. Palpation is basically locating the muscles or skeleton in the body, and yeah, by feeling it through the tip of your fingers. So I enjoyed it a lot, and I've also seen a few videos online, and of course a demonstration in the class by a couple of our professors. So and then after watching several videos, I have chosen to demonstrate palpating the brachioradialis. So a few things about the brachioradialis. It's a superficial muscle on the lateral side of the forearm, and it's a long oval. It has a long oval belly, forming a dividing line between the extensors and the flexor muscles. So if the brachioradialis is somewhere here, okay, it divides the flexors and the extensors muscles of the wrist. So it is the only muscles that runs the length of the forearm, but it doesn't cross the wrist joint. So this is the length of the forearm, but it doesn't cross the wrist joint. That's the description of the brachioradialis muscle, and you'll see it later in the video when I palpate the muscle with the help of my friend Svetlana. So the action that I'm going to be performing with Svetlana is, in order to see the the brachioradialis muscle, is I'm going to ask her to flex her elbow, and we will see the muscle more prominent when the action is done, and with a little bit of resistance. So here we are again, and joined by my girlfriend Svetlana. So what I learned from this week's lesson is to palpate the brachioradialis, and with the help of Svetlana, we're gonna locate that muscle. Okay, so I'm gonna have you position your arm and elbow in a 90-degree angle, and then I want you to pronate your arm a little bit, your forearm, and then I'm gonna put a resistance, and while you try to flex your elbow. There. Now you can see the brachioradialis over here. And while it is visible, I'm gonna mark it with her lipstick. Oops, a little smear. There you go. Okay, now you can relax. So when palpating the muscle, you have to do a light touch in the beginning. Don't put too much pressure. And since we've already located the muscle when she was flexing, so I marked it with this nice colored lipstick. So I know that the muscle is right here, so I can put a little bit more pressure to feel the muscle fiber and just go perpendicular to the muscle. There it goes, the muscle belly. Yeah, I can feel it.